Name's Bar, by the way, Red Bar. All my permits are current.
All these fucking curveballs. So yeah, the
go.
crypto and NFT market shit the fucking bed, but because apes were such a strong project, I was still able to make the loan happen. And so I had the ape appraised at today's value and was able to pull it to
Look at that. So the whole crypto market crashes. It's not worth anything except Bored Ape, okay? Because did you hear what he said? The Bored Ape, of course, stood the test of time. Interesting. Especially after seeing the Bored Ape. Okay, what's
Yeah, the crypto and NFT market shit the fucking bed, but because apes were such a strong project, I was still able to make the loan.
Wow, apes are such a strong project, not like Logan Paul's two projects that we got cooking on the side here. Apes, so strong, you could still use them to buy a house during the crypto crash.
Pretty cool.
You don't think that that's not all by design? You think that Big Mike just happens to say all this stuff? This is really cool, actually, that this is happening. This is bigger than busting him lying about what happened in his book, which did happen. There were a lot of lies in that first book about heroin. So there it is. Bored Ape. They're the ones that could, they'll withstand the apocalypse. Invest in them. Okay.
Bed, but because apes were such a strong project, I was still able to make the loan happen. And so I had the ape appraised at today's value and was able to pull a $200,000 USDC loan against it, which was enough to scrape together the $1.2 million down payment to secure my mortgage and the keys to my dream home. And that leads us to today. You are now looking at...
Wait. He only needed a $200,000 down payment? Is that what he's saying? Or $1.2 million?
I thought he needed 1.2 million at the beginning.
Sorry, I might have misheard. Let me see.
Happen. And so I had the ape appraised at today's value and was able to pull a $200,000 USDC loan against it, which was enough to scrape together the $1.2 million down payment to secure my mortgage and...
That's so weird, though. You did all that work just for another $200,000 that you needed for the $1.2 million down payment? Surely Logan could have given you this money. Why make you go through... Why make you go through 100 little hoops unless this was a Bored Ape ad?
the keys to my dream home, and that leads us to today. You are now looking at the very first home
Here we go.
of the night shift.
There's that glass I was trying. Oh, squares and glass. Squares. I got squares, glass, fake everywhere. I litter up the hills, yo.
Completely open floor plan. It's been my dream to have a house like this ever since I moved to California. Kitchen, marble countertops. Love the white oak floors with this like brownish wood.
That stupid ass
material.
shirt.
I don't know what it's called exactly.
Get that shirt off. Take that hat off, and that's one of the, you know what? That kind of hat you take off when you go into somebody's home. A high hat like that, L.A., that's a threat.
That neck is tight.
Those L.A. hats. Yeesh. I got a nice hat. I'll show people. I got a nice hat to show you later.
Sub-Zero refrigerator, obviously super top of the line, and then flows right into the living room. Obviously there's gonna be a huge ass couch here so everybody can sit, watch movies.
And the house comes fully, it's still fully set decorated for the sale. What do they call that? Staged. Why is it staged right now? Why is he in there? And there's another.
Furnished, I'm sure.
Well, no, I don't think so. There's another weird part coming. Here's a wild accusation, okay? Here's a wild accusation from me. I do not think he bought this house.
Ooh.
There's a couple things. First of all, it is still staged. Okay, but that happens all the time. We've seen selling Sunmare. There's a part coming up where he bangs the door against the wall while he's showing you the closet, and both him and the cameraman freak out as if someone else is going to be mad at them. Interesting. When I'm in my own home, I'm messing it up. I'm banging the walls. I'm punching through the walls right next to Jules' face while she stands stiff right next to the big hole. But when Big Mike makes a little bang on his wall coming up, him and the videographer, and I think the videographer says something like, dude, she's going to be pissed. Who's she? And why would anybody be pissed besides Big Mike himself? Watch this.
How do you turn this thing on?
This is all true.
Oh, wait, the gas is not, like, electricity and gas?
This is like the powder room right here. That's what they call it. I don't know exactly what kind of powdering is going on in here. None going up in my nose, I'll tell you that fucking much.
Why
You
not?
gotta piss or shit. Come right in here as soon as you walk.
You know, what kind of pain medication are you going to take after the hair surgery that Dave Portnoy described as very painful? What are you going to do? Because you're going to have to be on some pain meds, bro. Did you see him? We'll show you pictures. He's got his whole head scalped. You know, he looks like he was in...
He's getting his head shaved on the same day his ape was exposed as a Nazi in solidarity.
Look at that. Yeah, he's all of a sudden doing this. He's got lines they've drawn all over. If you're letting some nurse draw all over your head with pencil, she better come in with that tiny saw to cut the top off, because that's the only excuse. Here he is, and this is the part that's going to be coming up. He's going to be back on these pain meds. He's sniffing coke. Allegedly.
Walk in the house, you can do that. Guest bedroom number 1. I don't know how the layout's gonna work yet. Really nice bathroom, blah, blah, so on and so forth. Another bathroom. Why are these always in the staging? No one brushes their back anymore, bro. Look, there's 2 of them even.
You maybe not, I do.
Do you do this? Guys, this one is set up for like children. That sounds weird. I don't know how to say that without it sounding weird. It's set up for children.
Okay.
These children want to live here. I'm getting rid of these. It's not going to be set up for children. It's going to be a full-size bed. This is where
Be a perfect place for Tripoli's sons to live. The Tripoli brothers. I wrote a song about them again. I wrote a song about them again. They will do a little Sam song. Every episode will end with a Sam song. Sing it again. Okay, I will.
I'm gonna be staying. Beautiful bathroom. Probably put like 5-6 people in the shower. If you want a cannonball off the bench into a bathtub, you can do that. I'm not saying anybody would want to do that, but if you want,
here comes
in his and her sinks,
part where they're gonna
or
mess
in
up
my
the
case,
wall.
his and his sinks, because I don't have a girlfriend, but maybe now that I have a house, who knows? This is great actually, because the bedroom's like all the way over there. I can close this door. If I had Taco Bell.
Imagine showing everybody every square inch of your home. Really? Are you even thinking? Are you even considering anything anymore? You know, do you guys know what my home looks like? Absolutely not. Should we do a tour? Would people like to see a tour of the whole studio in my house and the blueprints to where you could find me? Here.
The night before, or like any of that kind of stuff. I can shit in here with the door closed. Nobody will fucking hear it. And of course, another one of these brushes. A full walk-in closet, all your stuff.
Oh, here you go.
Training day shirts. Yeah, this is the part here. Imagine how many training day shirts could fit on those shelves. Well, you need a lot of shelves for those shirts. Those shirts are big. They're like a blanket. So here's where he bumps the little door. And this is just a little one, but it's a wild accusation that I believe in.
One of these brushes. A full walk-in closet, all your stuff.
Here we go. Just a tiny little bump. Just a tiny little bump of the wall, and then the videographer says this.
A full walk-in closet, all your stuff.
That sounds like wood cracking, man.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, who fucking planned that out, dude? Don't you have to have some sort of fucking guard here? I already fucking broke the house.
Just don't tell her.
Just don't tell her. Just don't tell her. I already broke the house. Big Mike seems shocked again. I, hit the wall a million times this year. I don't get shocked like that. And then the videographer says, just don't tell her. Now, Big Mike starts realizing, tell who? And says this.
Fucking guard here? I already fucking broke the house.
Just don't tell her.
Fuck, dude. What do you mean don't tell her? She's not gonna care. I just bought it. This is the best.
That was a cover-up.
Cover-up. Edition. Cover-up. That was a cover-up. That was a Josh Denny quick cover-up, I think.
It's fun to think that it's a cover-up.
Or he could just be, it could just, not be fully his yet, and he wanted to do the tour first. That's the boring version. But the wild accusation version is this ain't house, ain't his, it's leased. It's leased. Like the Lambo lie that we caught him and Lana in.
Fuck, dude. What do you mean don't tell her? She's not gonna care. I just bought it. This is the best part of the house.
Send me those
wake up in the
scalp
morning,
pics. I'll show them
by the way,
next.
This is how I sleep. Like I'm fucking a skeleton, a mummy, right? And the first thing that I look at is this fucking view, dude. I saw bigger houses with movie theaters in them, but that fucking view, bro, with the pool, it's just...
He's already worried that people are going to think it's big enough. That's where his head's at. This is a small one. Oh, they're going to hang. This is what he's thinking about.
This is exciting. Inside this glass box is a room that...
Oh, this is bad. Here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The podcasters, the entertainers of the world, they buy the $4 million house. Look where the studio is. $4 million house, but the studio is in...
This is exciting. Inside this glass box...
Look how small this is.
...is a room that will become...
This is like a 10 by 11 room. And what's it going to become?
The LA headquarters for Impulsive. Backdrop, couches.
Once he gets to 375, it's going to be insane. This is where Impulsive will now be shot from. Two millionaires living in $1 million homes, but a 10 by 10 Mersh style living space for the entire podcast. So we're getting 3 guys in here, a couch, a backdrop, cameras. That's going to be nice. What a comfortable space.
Camera people, really cool glass doors. We can put one of those things that says like on air right here, so when people come by, they know not to come in because we're shooting. And then you're back out in the main space.
Cool.
This is a fully climate controlled like wine closet or whatever it's called. But once again, I didn't set up the staging. There's a fencing mask or helmet in here.
You know, this is a pinned video, one of Andrew Schultz's favorite videos of all time. This video, he loves this. This is just, dude, you got a wine cellar? Ah! He loves this fucking video.
I don't know exactly what that has to do with.
You can catch fresh honey or something.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, or like a bee mat. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyways, garage, laundry room, all that shit's on that side. I could talk about this shit all day. The sell for the house is right here. You got this pool, hot tub that could fit, you know, maybe like.
He likes a tight collar too. They're all wearing tight collars that go out like this. You know, like the hairdresser cape. I was going to wear a hairdresser cape for the show today. We were thinking of doing a gag where I start the show where I'm laying back in a hairdresser's sink and Jules is sudsing my hair, and then I pop up, you know. Didn't see you guys there. Sorry, I was just
It's a
getting
good idea, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he likes these tight shirts. They billow out. He's got the hi-hat. He's got the Drake Abraham. Not a good look.
8 or 10 people. If you guys are watching this and your fans, maybe drop in the comments below that you want to come in the hot tub. Maybe we have some people come out and go in the hot tub.
Yeah,
dude.
So you see what they lie about too when they know they're guilty. The podcaster, the entertainer, the comedian, the influencer, you notice when they're really bragging and they know this is a little much, they start going, oh yeah, in the hot tub here, look at the hot tub. It could, you know what? Maybe the fans will come over. I'll have fans over. See, this is about you two. It's not just about me. So yeah, you can have the fans over in your hot tub. Yeah, right. You felt guilty showing them all these riches, huh?
Like, we really did it. The first time I came to California was in 2016. I fell in love with this state. You guys know my whole story, especially you guys that read the book. Dude, I never thought I was gonna have an apartment. I never thought I was gonna have anything, bro. Like, I was 400 credit score, in debt, no money, nothing, no college education, and like just put my foot on the fucking gas, dude. And obviously a great network and Logan and Lana, all these people that were there to help and support. But just put my fucking foot on the gas, bro, and worked every day. I mean, you guys have watched the channel for the past 3 years.
I mean, he was selling beanbag. You were just selling beanbags before you met Logan. So it's really just because you met Logan Paul. Same lottery ticket that Tony Hinchcliffe won by knowing Joe Rogan. So look at this. Big Mike is finally getting his hair transplant. I didn't know this was something people were comfortable admitting.
It's a new thing.
Yeah, because you know why it's a new thing? Because he's going to get caught. And God forbid you get caught. So now you just admit the horrible things you're going to do, which they think is somehow better than getting caught. I guess it's a little better, but it says, oh, you know what? I'm banned from Big Mike. You got to go in there and get screenshots.
Oh, I'll send them to you.
He's blocked me. Let me see if I can switch over.
You can click the BBG
I can.
post.
Look, wait. Switch accounts. Uh-oh.
Just click the BBG post and there's already screenshots.
Great. Big Mike, he's getting full hair surgery in, like, Bolivia. Like, he went overseas to get this done because they won't do it here. It's too risky. So it's similar to, like, a Jordan Peterson style thing here. Let me show you this. Hold on, I gotta make sure we're not exposing anything bad. Yeah, look at this. Here he is, Big Mike, getting his hair. Holy fuck, dude. They're drawing on him. They've shaved him completely. They got, oh, wait. He's being blocked a little bit there. How's that? How's his smile there?
Fuck.
Wearing a hospital gown. That's a nice gown. So he's, it's almost, it's too much. It's like reading Josh Denny's tweets. It's gone past the point of I can't even believe it anymore to the point of I don't even know what to say.
Someone
Kind of speaks for
says
itself.
Mike did buy the house on June 8th for 4.1 mil, but guess what? Someone else was about to buy it in March for 3.7.
Who?
So why did he suddenly pay so much more for it?
Oh, of course. Well, I think Graham Stevens is going to tell us a little bit about that. Do we have the Graham Stevens clip? Wasn't Big Mike covered by Graham Stefan? Have you ever seen Graham? I saw Graham in the background of Selling Sunset. I almost spit out my drink. Let's see the other pics here. Ooh, we got a little close-up. Wait, so he's sitting here in his boxer shorts? Look at that little thing. There's a triangle. Pink, black triangle on his shorts. Hold on. See the little triangle, Jules? Right there?
It's a nice try.
Nice try. So he's sitting there in his little boxers and his triangle out. Where's the one where they're like completely scalping
I
him?
sent you his story in a text.
Okay, here we go. Did it pop up? Oh, wow. Yeah, look at this. So he's looking like, who's that guy? Fushi Toop.
Can you show her a picture of Drake and see if she'll do the same like thing where his thing connects? Yeah, I need
You're
to
shaving him.
Go to like a 1 here, then like a half, and like really blend it.
I don't think that's what she does.
So I don't look like Vin Diesel.
I didn't see any of this yet.
I see Greg Paul coming out.
Greg Paul.
Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see the other one. I want to see, wasn't there one picture where he was looking really scabbed up? I guess that was it. No, that's fine. So, did we have a time code for Sirhan for this or this Graham Stefan video here?
Welcome back to the Graham Stefan Show. So today we got a really interesting episode because Mike Malak from the Logan Paul Impulsive podcast bought a $4.1 million house with an NFT. So as a real estate agent and real estate
Have you ever seen this little guy? He couldn't be taller than this. Oh, I think he was on the Ethan
The
Klein
boxing match.
iDub celebrity boxing match.
Creator clash.
Oh, God. You know, I wish dementia. I hope that woman's dad's Alzheimer's puts him in the ground. You hear me? What's her name? She does lewds. Have you met iDubbbz? Do you remember
I have a
iDubbbz?
clip of them we could play later.
I would love to play that. iDubbbz and his girlfriend,
Anissa.
Ayahuasca. Yeah, Anissa. Ooh, she couldn't be more lewd. And they had a celebrity boxing match. All the profits, you could cut through. All the profits went to my dad. He's suffering from Alzheimer's. Oh, isn't it hard? Who the fuck cares? Your dad can't remember. He probably got the disease to black out them lewds. It just makes me sick in the way that they were taking that YouTuber boxing match so seriously. We've got a clip we'll show you. iDubbbz and Aerosol, they kept talking about, oh, we want to make sure this is a positive boxing event where both opponents, they don't want to kill each other. They like each other. So at the end of our matches, you won't see smack talking. You'll see hugs. I mean, what are you, Jeff Ross? Please. I want these two boxers going at it because one of them hates blacks and the other one hates whites. But they want to make it positive. And I think Graham Stefan was on that. And you know, when you box, you have to take your shirt off. This is just what these... So this guy had no shirt. He was boxing this kid who was covered in acne. Nobody seemed to mind. The whole crowd was cheering for the kid. He's got blood and guts bleeding out of his face. Nobody seemed to mind. Maybe that's why Graham Stefan lost against his child. It was a little tiny kid covered in giant. I mean, it was acne on top of acne on top of it. There was smoke coming out of one of them. And you boxed him. You took your shirt off and you wanted to be as close to those pimples as possible. You're sitting on the same set. By the way, these Jason Oppenheim Selling Sunset guys, they love this aesthetic with the This big lamp, they love those bars that are shaped in a dome that you open, you know, that's shaped like a giant steampunk egg. They love luxury steampunk. And it's never from like a real brand or a real furniture company. It's always, you know, these maps that they have. They love art like this. Look, it's got money on the art. He hasn't updated his little set or camera in quite some time. So how much profit are you making from these homes, agent? Not cool to be an agent. I harassed a real estate agent that I went to high school with. I couldn't believe it. I was going through my Instagram. You ever go through your Instagram and you find out all your friends are 70 years old and they're just all acting like Jews? I found this girl. She's a real estate agent now, and she puts up this video, and it's got the text that goes, just in case you don't have time to listen, you read the text. Making money and selling your house is a boss move. Don't let your money sit. Put it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't stomach it. I started making fun of her in an adolescent way. So imagine that, some girl from high school who thinks she's all grown up, so proud to be grown up, dating some beta Jew with two beta kids with smiles. They can barely talk. They're like Philip DeFranco's kids. Tata, what the hop on what? Your kid is 12. It needs to know how to talk, Philip. So yeah, I harassed her on there. I'm sure she's probably restricted me out of fear. But yeah, I recommend that if you're around 36 years old like me, start dig into your high school and start harassing all the people who turned normal.
Is
okay,
that your
they
first
won't believe
time going after someone from your high school?
I usually leave them alone. I'll tell you who I leave alone too. Joe Kilgallen. I have to tie my hands together with zip ties to not say, "Oh, look at your son. Look at this life you built for you fucking people." It really, every time I see comedian Joe Kilgallen or these comedians that used to host Red Bar, now they're just dads who make barely any money and kind of do nothing. You know, he's holding his fucking kid in front of Wrigley Field. Oh, I want to say the worst, trust me. You know, talk about how their kids didn't come out that good and stuff like that. But, yeah, this was the first time that I actually let it rip, and I've been starting to do that a lot lately. I think I'm just going to try to inform the people. She really hasn't heard anything like that. Your real estate agent lady that you went to high school with, they think life is safe now. They're not expecting to get scolded like that in front of their acquaintances that they've built such a trust with. So here is Graham Stefan, real estate agent. He's going over. He's going to tell you that Big Mike's house, there's some fishy, funny business going on. Interesting. Graham?
Investor myself for over a decade. It's been like 14 years now. I'm a little skeptical of how he was able to do this, but want to give him a chance and watch the video, and then I will give you my own thoughts as someone who's been doing this for a decently long time.
Look at that Wardelian little photo that he was proud to show.
I'll give you my own thoughts as someone who's been doing this.
Look at that. How do you put that display profile pic up there? Would you buy a house from a child like this? Well, come on in. Crawl on in. Let me show you the home. No thanks. I'll take a look around myself. That's really, really startling. I don't like these kid adults, you know? Oh, wow. He works for the Oppenheim Group. What? Look at this. Graham Stefan, the Oppenheim Group. Interesting enough, Big Mike and Logan did one of their episodes out of the Oppenheim Group's office, the one you see on Selling Sunset.
That's right.
It's all connected here. Drake, Big Mike, Logan, Justin Bieber, crypto, money, the market. Producer Michael might be involved.
Sex, lust,
videotape,
Los
Defiance. He's got a 5.0 on Realtor.com. 7 reviews, bucko.
This for a decently long time. So with that said, guys, if you appreciate the content, it would mean a lot to me if you subscribe.
He drinks those. Subscribe. He drinks cold coffees with cream that he lets just fucking linger in his little den for hours on end. Nothing more disgusting than an iced coffee with cream in it.
If you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and once you do that, we can begin.
Boy, oh boy, do I have a story to tell you guys. Through all the
Now he's
absolute
watching Mike's
bullshit
video. He's got
filled
no
boxes,
content.
Every week we look forward to an escape starting with one downright mystical
Wow.
phrase. All right, welcome back to the night.
Yeah, so we were to sell this. So
Someone
Grams,
in the chat says that they probably use people like Graham and the Oppenheims as realtors because they're so small that it makes the houses
look big. Oppenheims, tell me otherwise, guys. I want the two Oppenheims connected to my back that kind of moved with me for Halloween. I'll wear that to Burning Man. Hey, it's the Oppenheims. But you're driving by so fast on a dirt bike that they can't tell if it's fake Oppenheims or the costume Oppenheims. That would be fucking
What
sick,
about one
bro.
of those dog Halloween costumes where like the dog head comes out and then you put like the legs on the dog's two front
Yeah.
arms so it looks like it's a guy walking like an Oppenheim
You want me to
costume?
walk two Oppenheims as dogs while they're naked? You know, all these guys go to Burning Man as well. I don't want realtors at Burning Man. It's another very weird thing. So, yes, are they hiring shrimpy, tiny, incy, witsy, teeny, beanie, eeny, weeny, bada booms
Whoever said that is a genius.
to
I
make
didn't
the
even think of
ceilings?
that.
So these ceilings might be, and then, you know, how tall you are, you know. Yeah, because a 4-foot guy gives you a higher ceiling. That's pretty cool. Okay, so can we fast forward here to the part where he talks about it being sketchy?
Yeah, let me
I
see.
think it was kind of like right around here. Okay, here. Let's just play this and see where it goes.
And yeah, so Bored Apes have come down to like 86 ETH, so like 75 grand for a Bored Ape. Now I don't know what made Mike Malak's different, but to me, he could have easily lost 50% on that.
I don't know what made Mike's different. He's showing you that these Bored Apes went down. So how was Mike able to use it as leverage for this giant loan?
Interesting.
Oh, we'll find out.
Made Mike Malak's different, but to me, he could have easily lost 50% on that, just like so fast. A house is not going to see a 50% decline in a month. It's just not going to happen. Like even in a worst real estate crash, you might lose like 20%. That was a bad decision, I think, to do NFT over buying a real estate property in Los Angeles. I mean,
You see what his little placard says on there? Down there, he's got like this little desk placard, which might be a good idea for me. Principal, okay? He's got a little desk placard like the principal would have, but it says, I don't work hard. You don't work hard. That's cool. That's cool. I'm sure your fans appreciate that. You know, that's the new thing, too. They brag about how they barely work or barely put any time in anything while they're on the private jet, as if the fans at home are excited about that. Now, why would the fans care that you don't work hard and that you make a lot of money off them? You know, they do episode after episode of Impulsiveness about how much money they've drained out of the people listening. And the people listening at home are like, this is sick. I don't get it.
well.
Graham.
So much fucking money.
And then literally like the next day, Michelle called me and she said there was this house.
He's watching
I mean,
it
here's
now,
the thing.
too.
Logan Paul could get away with that because he's got so much money. And for him, it's like, okay, spending 500 grand on an NFT. That's like the average person spending like $50 on something. It's like, oh yeah, even if it goes to zero, not that big of a deal. But I feel like maybe
You do that everywhere where it asks you what gender you are and it's only got male and female. I make a big stink. A big stink. And then I say male, I wink, we shake, we agree, we smile. Okay, watch this.
Mike Malak is around so many people who just spend ridiculous amounts of money that for him, it's probably a higher percentage of his net worth than if Logan Paul were to do that. So he's playing in these big leagues that he just needs so much money to do that. Maybe he has the money. Like if he has $20 million, $30 million, then I would say sure, go ahead and speculate 700 grand on an NFT.
Yeah, see, that's the weird part, too. Big Mike didn't even have $200,000 to finish off his down payment, yet he went out and bought a $700,000 NFT before buying a house. It just seems off, right?
It ain't right.
I think that Gargamel from the Bored Ape Yacht Club is in cahoot. I don't even want to. If those guys are who they say they are, I don't even want any trouble, bro. Like, really, I don't want any
Too
trouble.
smart
I
for
will
us.
walk all this back. If it's true, I don't want the Bored Ape guys after me because they're too smart. So if that is all true, Bored Ape, I'm on your side. I'll start selling them too. I don't want any trouble.
That's like 10% of his net worth. I think that would be highly irresponsible.
It was even better than the first one. And so I put in another aggressive offer, and a week later, I got a call back that was filmed by this girl in a hotel room at F1 Miami.
Our offer has been accepted.
Okay, we saw this, but I just want to hear what Graham says.
Wow. So now it's time to work because we gotta go quick.
And just like that, I was back in escrow, and all I had to do was make a down payment of $1.2 million in cash.
The big down payments. Okay, so let's see. So 4.1 million bucks. We're gonna do some math on this. He's putting 30% down on this house. So we're gonna do some backwards math here in terms of how much money Mike Malak makes. And I know it sounds kind of like research.
I'm sorry. I got to apologize. It says, I don't work here. His plaque. I don't work here.
Twisted.
Ooh. And a twist, too. I don't know where to go with that. Very cool, Graham.
Most lenders in a price point like this would be able to get him approved for, 20% down or maybe even 15% down, depending on his income. But the fact that he has to go in with 30% down means to me that he's maxed out what a lender is able to give him on a loan, and therefore he has to come up with more money to bridge that gap. Okay, so in a traditional sense, here's what you would do. You go to a mortgage calculator, you type in $2,870,000 on a 30-year fixed at an interest rate of, let's probably say 4.5 back then, you come to $14,500 a month. But then you also have property taxes. Now, on $4.1 million in Los Angeles,
bankroll
you're
coffee,
looking at
that's
another $5,000 a month in property tax. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous, but you know what? That's Los Angeles, so there you go. So now we're basically at $20,000 a month, and we're probably gonna tack on another, $1,000 a month for random stuff. So then we get to $21,000 a month is going to be his cost to own this property. But now lenders, on the other hand, wanna make sure that he's making enough money to be able to sustain these payments. And usually in a property like this, they want to see that he's making about 3 times his monthly payment for housing. That means Mike Malak has to be making about $65,000 a month.
That should be easy, right? That should be cake for Mike, right? $60,000 a month, Jules? That's not easy. I mean, if Tim Dillon is making $200,000, and I always say it's go Tim Dillon, George J. Go Big Mike in terms of who's richest.
To be able to afford this property. So let's just say $60,000 a month times 12, $720,000 a year. Now, what I have a feeling is going on is that probably Mike Malak makes way more than $720,000 a year. He probably makes $1.2 million a year. Let's just say $100,000 a month. But he's got expenses. So maybe he's writing off some of his production cost,
that's
travel,
not his.
things like this that bring his income down to
he wears 3 shirts.
$720,000 net. That's my guess. He's probably making about $1.1 million a year to be able to afford this property. And spending almost a year's worth of your income on NFTs after tax.
Are you allowed to slit someone's throat if they make a video going over your finances? Legally? Does that hold up in court? Well, sir, Your Honor, I killed him because he was going over my finances in a very invasive way. He had his laptop open. He even had a coffee, allowing him to stay up longer, looking into my private life. It's gone too far. That's how you know when you've gone too far, when all over the internet, you've got videos financially documenting every move you've made.
Probably not the smartest thing to do. But again, this is just my guess based on the price and his down payment.
So the deal went like this. I would lock my Bored Ape.
So, yes, everybody's talking about Big Mike now. I've seen a lot of people making videos about Big Mike. They're finally coming out against him. We wanted to tell Big Mike that we are back. I wonder if Big Mike heard that I was back. Because I was the one guy. I've got this. One fucking guy. Remember that? Remember that, Stewie? I was the one guy giving him a hard time. I was the one guy giving him a headache. Well, this starts the big summer of love, the summer of Mike.
I have more Big Mike stuff if you want
The long summer. Yeah, what else do we have a good one?